Hey, how's it going, guys? Today we're going to get into some trade rumors and trade targets for each NBA team. For the Hornets, to start off, since I am a super Hornets fan, Hornets super fan, I heard John Collins is on the trade block. The Hawks are open to trades for John Collins. So I would like him or, another center because we don't have any centers and we need one. So, let's get into it. So it looks like it's going in alphabetical order. For the Hawks, Pascal Siakam, Bradley Beal, and then a huge drop-off to George Hill. That for John Collins, they could get they would probably need to package some other players for Bradley Beal, but would the Raptors do a swap, like straight up for Pascal for John Collins? I'm not sure. But yeah, they would be over the hump in the serious playoff contention if they got Bradley Beal with Trae Young. For the Celtics, Vucevic, Julius Randle, and Kyle Anderson. I would really like Julius Randle with the Celtics. I know he's a stat stuffer on the Knicks, but he would be really nice, and they could probably get him for cheap. I don't know about Vucevic, though. I feel like they would have to pay too much to get him. Brooklyn Nets, PJ Tucker. I actually really like Nerlens Noel. And JaVale McGee. I think JaVale McGee would be, out of these three, even though I like Nerlens Noel, I think JaVale McGee would be the best pick out of these three. PJ Tucker is a good fit as well. Those are all three of them are okay. Charlotte Hornets, Zubac, Mo Bamba, and Valanciunas. Out of these three, I would do Mo Bamba. We could get Mo Bamba for a second round pick and like one of the Martin twins, so I think he would probably be the best. Valanciunas is a little old. I would take Bamba over Zubac as well. So yeah, I would take all three, but out of all three of these, I would take Mo Bamba. Chicago Bulls. I see Lonzo Ball here. Patrick Beverley and Frank Ntilikina. With the Chicago Bulls, definitely not Patrick Beverley. Doesn't fit their timeline. But yeah, these two are good for them. I would probably pick Lonzo over Frank, but that's just my personal preference. Cleveland Cavaliers. John Collins with the Cleveland Cavaliers. I don't know if that's the best fit for him, honestly. I saw rumors about him going to the Kings. I would like the Kings to do that over the Cavaliers. Lauri Markkanen and any compensation of value for... Yeah, if they can get anything for Drummond at this point, that's considered a W. But yeah, let's move on to the Dallas Mavericks. I love this idea. Buddy Hield going to the Dallas Mavericks. I love that idea. Otto Porter, you're paying a lot, even though he is on the last year of his deal, I believe. Andre Drummond is... you can get him for cheap for the Dallas Mavericks. That's fine. I would like Buddy Hield on the Dallas Mavericks, though. I think that makes the most sense around Luka. Denver Nuggets, we have Kyle Lowry, JaVale McGee, and Ed Davis. For the Denver Nuggets, I really don't see Kyle Lowry getting traded. I think he's just, the Raptors wouldn't give him up. He's just that guy for him. JaVale McGee to the Nuggets as a backup center. Yeah. I think he's a better backup than Ed Davis. So yeah. The Pistons. Jared Culver, Gary Trent, and Marvin Bagley. For Detroit, they definitely don't need another power forward center, even though Bagley's a great option. Gary Trent I would take him over Jared Culver. Even though Jared Culver might have more upside, I would take Gary Trent over him. Golden State, Bradley Beal with Golden State would be nasty. what would they have to give up for him? One of their rookies that they just drafted. Not White. They might. Maybe Wiseman, Oubre, and 2 firsts, maybe. That might make it happen. They have the Minnesota first, so maybe they could package that instead of Wiseman, but that'd be a great pickup for him. Buddy Hield, I think he fits with most NBA teams, so that would be just an easy pickup for him. And JaVale McGee back with Golden State. I don't see it happening. Houston Rockets, Julius Randle again, Lauri Markkanen. Or do the not the Hornets? Do the Bulls want to trade Lauri Markkanen? Like, I don't see him getting traded this offseason or this mid-season trades. I don't see him getting traded. Kyle Kuzma, I don't think the Lakers are going to make any trades involving Kyle Kuzma. Yeah, I see Julius Randle to the Rockets. I think he fits their timeline with Christian Wood. I think that would be a great team if he made it there. But yeah, next team, Indiana Pacers. Kelly Oubre, Terrence Ross, Evan Fournier. With the Pacers, I don't know what they can do to get better, man. It's one of those teams where they're not bad, but they're not good enough, you know? So I don't really know if any of these moves would put them over the hump, especially because Evan Fournier is injured. I don't know for how long. Evan Fournier is 28 years old. I don't know if he puts you over the hump. I don't know if Oubre or Ross does either. For the Clippers, Eric Bledsoe, Devontae Graham to the Clippers? Don't throw my boy Devontae in these trade rumors, man. They're getting me scared. With the Clippers, yeah, they do need a solid point guard. They can't just rely on Patrick Beverley and Lou Williams as their 2 point guards. So out of these 3, I think Lonzo makes the most sense. Eric Bledsoe, I don't believe in him that much as Ball. I know he might put up better stats, but over the long haul, I think Ball is the better player to pick. For the Lakers, I like Kyle Anderson, man. I think he'd fit really well with the Lakers, if I'm being honest. Hassan Whiteside is another player that you can get him for really cheap because he signed this weird little deal with the Kings. He could have... I don't know why. I feel like he could have got so much more, like yearly money, like a yearly salary from other teams, but he decided to choose a little deal with the Kings. Beats me, man. Wow. Okay. Grizzlies. Miles Bridges with the Grizzlies. As much as it hurts me to think about it, I could see him with that team. I really could. Just he's another high flyer with Ja and Triple J. I could see that. Kevin Knox, I don't know if the Grizzlies would want him, even though they have a ton of players like Desmond Bane, Grayson Allen, who all have like a chip on their shoulder. So I could see Kevin Knox being on that team and contributing. Miami Heat is an interesting team for these trades. They got Bradley Beal, Oladipo, and DeRozan. With the Heat, out of these 3, I would pick DeMar. I know he's not the best out of these 3. You can make a case for him being better than Oladipo, but I know a lot of fans would rather have Oladipo. But I like DeMar over these 2 players just because I think he's a better team player than Bradley. Like, we've seen Bradley Beal with scrubs, so I don't know how he'd be with other great players. Like, we see him with Russell Westbrook, but do we really? So I would pick DeRozan if I was the Miami Heat. And you can get him for way cheaper than you would Bradley Beal. You probably wouldn't have to give up, like, Tyler Hero or Duncan Robinson for him. You might have to give him Kendrick Nunn for DeMar. But yeah, let's move on. Milwaukee Bucks, my second favorite team. And what are these players, man? David Nwaba. I get where they're coming from. They don't really need, a starter talent, but they just need to fill a rotational role, as it says right here. So out of these three, I think Nerlens Noel would be the best pick. Yeah, that. See, what I'm judging this off of is just do these players really put the Bucks over the hump and like makes them better than Brooklyn? I don't know. I don't know, man. Timberwolves are another interesting team. I don't think they go like for Pascal. I could see them. I could see Tucker being on there. I'd realize they want a power forward to put alongside Cat. I think Lauri Markkanen would be a good pickup for them. We got the Pelicans. What did the Pelicans need, man? They just needed like a young player, and PJ Tucker does not fill that. Gary Trent would be good because they do need 3-point shooter alongside, Zion and Ingram. Boston's trade exception. I don't know what they could get with that $27.5 million I believe that Boston has in their trade exception. But they're one of the teams that's going to be, in my opinion, going to be really active. This midseason at the trade deadline. The Knicks, Matisse Thybulle would be a very good pickup for them. I am a very, very big fan of Matisse Thybulle. Jared Culver, I haven't watched much Jared Culver, so I'm not sure. But for the Knicks, they just need young players, so I guess all three of these fit. Thunder. Speaking of a team that needs really young players to develop, Robert Williams would be a great pick. Mo Bamba and Jackson Hayes. All three of these, mentored by Horford, would be great picks. I have no opinion. The Magic, Cam Reddish. I don't know if Atlanta would give up on him that early. I do like Anthony Simons with the Magic, but do the Magic need more point guards? I know like their 4 point guards are like hurt, but like I don't think they need another one for next season. 76ers, this is another team that I'm looking and what's gonna put them over the hump. George Hill, Lou Williams. Yes, JJ Redick does need to come back to the 76ers. I believe that out of all these trade targets, I think this JJ Redick to the 76ers is the most likely. The Suns, Justin Holiday, Alec Burks, and Reggie Bullock. I don't think any team wants Reggie Bullock, if I'm being honest. I like Justin Holiday with the Suns, though. I think he'd fit. He's another plug and play. We got the Blazers with Will Barton, PJ Tucker, and JaVale McGee. The Blazers. I would take PJ Tucker. I think you can get him for cheap. I think most of these teams can get him for cheap. We got the Kings. They just need young players. Aaron Gordon. Yeah, I guess. Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba needs to get out of the Magic's organization, man. They do not prioritize him. They do not. It just bugs me, man. So yeah, I would like Mo Bamba in any one of these teams. We got the Spurs. The Spurs would not get Drummond. Come on. I get that Greg Popovich wants to stay relevant because he's getting old and he doesn't have many years left. But Drummond, I don't see that. I would rather see John Collins or Julius Randle end up there. Let's see. The Raptors. Yeah, Drummond to the Raptors would be the best out of these three, if I'm being honest. Let's keep it moving, though. And I see my boy Devontae Graham here to the Jazz. Devontae Graham to the Jazz. Does that make sense? He's the best player out of these three by far. To the Jazz, it honestly depends on what we could get in return. For the Wizards, anyone to take Russell Westbrook. That is, I mean, it's true, but you could get a lot for Russell Westbrook. Some team would give you 3 first-round picks and a proven player. But the Wizards, I don't have much to say about them. But anyways, guys, if you like this video, subscribe, like, and I'll see you guys later.